Today's episode will get you started doing what you want to do, stop being lazy, and get flying. You are listening to Unboxing the Truth podcast, only the greatest and the best podcast in the world, brought to you by George Carrillo.
And so then there was I, just talking to that person, telling them exactly what to do. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know nothing else to do. Who the fucking cry on the fucking floor? So what else would I have to say? I remember I said, you could do whatever you fucking want to do.
All right. All right, who's ready? Who the fuck is ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. All right, let's get that started. Let's get this started. Let's get this moving. Let's get this going. Let's get places. So today's episode, make it short and simple, short and beautiful, like what I like to say, because it is time for you to do what you need to do. The same as how I am doing what I want to do. And if it's for the rest of my life, I'm grateful for it. Ever thought about why the birds, knowing that they could fly, knowing that they could go places, they have one of the ultimate freedoms of all time, right? Why do you think that birds stay in the same goddamn motherfucking place? Why? And is it because they're comfortable? Is it because that's all they know? Is that why you're not doing what you're doing? Is it why we as people be in a position, right? One of the biggest and the most famous rebuttal, and I use this a lot too as well, so I can't say I don't do it, is that we're growing. We're still trying to observe, which is great. We need to learn, right, before we act on it. But if you actually never do take that first step, you will never get nowhere. So why not do it now? And I know it's very difficult, especially when we're very comfortable in a place. When you're comfortable at your job, knowing that you could do a lot better. When you're comfortable at a community college, knowing that you could go to a 4-year. When you're comfortable with someone, even though you know you hate them. When you're comfortable with driving to work every single day, knowing your car is going to break down any second. It's crazy that we stick in this time loop, right? And this happens everywhere. A lot of us talk every single day, right? I want to start a new business. You know what? I think it's time for me to, move on. Transfer out to that 4-year university that I need to do. You know what? I think it's time for a new car. Man, you know what? I think it's time for the next level in my life, my next journey, the new adventure. You gotta always have to say yes to new adventures no matter what. Because that is how you eventually grow even better. So in the rebuttal of, I'm still learning, I'm still observing, okay. Well, why do you only know one language? ¿Por qué? Dime eso. Yeah, sure. Some of us are, I was born, my first language my first language was Spanish, right? Up to the age of 6 years old, that's all I knew. I knew somewhat English, but Spanish was all I knew. Now, I am an American citizen, right? But my parents, that's all they knew. They knew very small English as well. So it was kind of crazy when I was with the cousins and friends, talking in English and I was trying to be, a cool one and trying to learn too. But for the people, at this moment in time, I lived in Japan for a great time, right? I didn't even get to learn Japanese. And that's one of the biggest regret. Now, I don't want to advocate regret, having regrets, but man, the whole time that I was there, So much free time that I had, I didn't even get to push myself to learn Japanese. You know, the only phrase I know is konnichiwa genki desu ka, which means hello, how are you? Yeah, you reply genki desu, which means I'm okay, you know, or so. But that's it. Or sumimasen, which is excuse me. But, arigato gozaimasu. But other than that, it's like, come on. And so, we need to, there's just so many goddamn bullshit excuses, right? Or so many reasons why we're not doing the things we do, right? One of the biggest ones is we don't have money and we don't have time. 1, money, and 2, time. It's a fucking bullshit excuse at the end of the day. Especially if you're living in America, you're listening to America, man, there should be no excuse why you haven't started your new business, your new hustle. Other countries they all have their own laws and regulations and how you could do your things, but in America, man, it's so goddamn easy. I don't know why it's so difficult to do. Right? Or, you know what, my significant other is sick and I gotta take care, so you know what, at work they need me. Man, you're working 12 hours a day, bro. 6 hours a week. 6 days a week. Working minimum, knowing that you have a job over there paying you almost twice what you're winning now. Knowing that you could, work half of the time that you're working now and even earn more. Like, it's crazy, right? Think about it. Have you ever been in a position where you haven't done something because you're simply scared or you're comfortable? Or someone said, you know what, I don't recommend it, but it's because that person also has that insecurities themselves, right? That feeling comfortable. Will never get out of their comfort zone. When I got into sales for the first time, I only did it for a short time, but I was scared, man. Knowing that, I'm like, wait, I have to go over there. I have to talk to these people. Like, how does this work? Like, man, yeah, dude, like, you got to pitch them out. And if especially when they say no, it's very difficult to be like, you know what? Like, what is holding you up? It's not natural to ask that question sometimes because it's kind of like, it feels like you're judging them, right? But in sales, you have to know your customer. You have to know where your sale's going so that when you ask for the sale, they're going to be like, you know what, let's do it. Because anyone walking into a store already has in mind that they're going to buy something. Even if they're window shopping, they have already in mind that they might buy something. So it's up to you to convince them, right? And it's crazy that I know a lot of people that are in sales, which they're great at salesmen people, right? But when it comes to selling themselves, they suck at it. And I'm just like, wait, how does that work? But going back to comfort zone, man, it was very difficult for myself, going out there and, especially fundraising. God damn motherfucking shit. That was very difficult. Yeah, sure, people don't like giving money out. But if you give them a great reason why, obviously people will fall for it. But I always hated to communicate that way, right? Go out there, talk to people I didn't know. I was, to this day, I'm scared. But why continue being scared? At least try it. I got to try it out. Yeah, sure, it's not for me. I did gain something, and it sure will help me out in the future. It's going to help me out, push forward, and when it comes to, in my life, a position that I have to do something similar, then I would do it. But yeah, sure, I recognize, hey, this is not something that I want to do my rest of my life, and so I'm not going to sit here and be comfortable doing it, knowing that I have other opportunities in life that will get me further in life, that would teach me a lot more. And when I get to that point in my life where I say, this is what I want to do, amazing, right? Now, man, if I would be able to go back in time and tell myself these things, man, my goddamn, man, I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't like, yeah, right, yeah. You just don't want to create a paradox, looking at yourself. But it's true. So think about it. What is it that you want to do right now that you're wishing, but that something is stopping you from doing it? Think about all the bullshit excuses that you're making. Thinking if they're relevant. Thinking, like, why? Why not do it? So go out there. Push yourself. Be dedicated in what you want to do. Be strict on it. Have accountability. And the law of attraction will follow, right? It's very important. I do want to talk about law of attraction in the next episode. So, if you do have any questions on what you want me to cover in that topic, I will be working on I'll be looking up certain articles. We'll bring in a few recordings from YouTube of certain people talking about these law of attraction, right? Some people say it's bullshit. Some people will say it's true. Some people are neutral. Me, myself, and I'm somewhat neutral. It works sometimes. It doesn't work all the time. People that are religious don't believe in law of attraction. They more believe in their God, right? But at the end of the day, man, we have to stop being those birds. I'm not saying birds are bad. I'm not saying those birds are stupid or dumb. I'm just saying that if they have the ability to do that, why not go out there? So don't be that bird. Don't be that bird that sits there every single day until it dies. If you have wings, go motherfucking fly. Go out there, discover. And if you die in that adventure, man, I'm pretty sure you will die a happy death. A happy death. But other than that, that's pretty much what I have today. Because I want you to do what you want to do. So stop being lazy and get motherfucking flying. Yay. Any comment questions, comments, concerns? Send your inquiries. I think that's a better word, right? Inquiries to unboxingthetruth.biz. I'm going to give a shout out to every single one listening to this podcast. Much love. I appreciate it. Every support helps. Is it a question? Man, if you're listening to this and you're already thinking about, man, what is it that I want to do in life? And if you're already pushing yourself forward, much love to you. I support you. I believe in you. Go do what you got to do.